Hello everybody and welcome to Pravus Gaming with more Europa Universalis 4. We are back for another achievement run today. For Odin! An achievement that requires we create a custom nation that follows the pagan Norse faith, and then conquer and convert all of Scandinavia and the British Isles. But we can only start with 5 or less provinces and spend no more than 200 points in the custom nation builder, which means we're going to be very small and weak at the beginning of the game, so this is going to be quite challenging. Now, what a lot of people usually would do is start off in the New World. If you create a custom nation in the New World, you can colonize and conquer your way to victory, create a major power pretty easily, and then around the time of the Age of Absolutism or the Age of Revolutions, sail across the seas, attack Britain, attack Sweden, and win with very little contest. That is one safe way of playing the game. It's also a little bit long and drawn out and kind of predictable. Another thing that a lot of people would do is start off with their capital somewhere in the HRE, so that at least they're a member of the HRE and have the protection of Austria from any outsiders, which is also pretty effective. We're going to do none of those things, because I thought it would be more fun to lean heavily on the theme of being Norse. What are the Norse really famous for? That's right, the Vikings! And what were the Vikings? Kind of like pirates when you think about it. Coastal raiders, sea dogs? Yeah. I think it works, and in Golden Century, what can you do? You can form a pirate republic government. I thought that would be a fun little unique twist for this achievement. It does make things a little bit harder in my opinion, but I think it should be a pretty fun way of playing the game. Now, pirate republics can only have their capital on an island, I believe, which I think counts anywhere in the British Isles, but also any islands here that is not connected to mainland Europe. So, for example, if we wanted to create a capital here in Sjaelland, that would be one thing that we could do, and then we just take a bit more coastal territory, let's say Finn, take a couple provinces away from Denmark here, and I'm actually going to take away Pale from the English so that I have access to Ireland, but the English do not. That should give me some early opportunities to go and conquer all of Ireland and then push up to Scotland and try to weaken England before they can take over all of the British Isles. I also want to weaken Denmark in the early game because I'm hoping that they are going to lose control of Sweden and Norway, and I'll be able to systematically pit them against each other and then devour them. That is my hope. We'll see what happens, but I guarantee you that Denmark is going to be gunning for me very much in the early game. Alright, now if we go over here to our government, we can select the Norse pagan religion, which is actually pretty fun. It works a lot like a polytheistic religion like Hinduism, where we have a patron deity giving us different bonuses that we can choose. Also, the Norse religion gives you extra land force modifier and naval force modifier, which is pretty fun. Good religion all in all. And then for our government, we can indeed choose a pirate republic, which means we can raid the coasts right off the bat. This should be pretty darn strong. Now, I was thinking about starting as an oligarchic republic and then forming a pirate republic later, but it's actually kind of hard to do because you have to build up to 90% of your naval force limit, and then you have to have like enough privateering power I think privateering power in your trade node in order to form one. But in the Lubeck trade node, that's not going to be easy to pull off. So I think we'll just start as one and spend the 40 points and save us that headache entirely. All right, so now's the point where we need to create our own starting ruler, and we need to start our ideas off. This is going to take me a second. Give me 1 moment, and I'll be right back. Here we go. Something like this should work pretty fine. Now, I'm kind of sort of optimizing what I think are good idea groups, as well as a couple little things here and there that I think fit thematically with the Norse. So, a few things that would be pretty helpful. First off, hostile core creation cost on us, I think, is pretty good for encouraging the AI to stay the heck away. It's just not worth conquering the territory once we have it, so don't bother. Infantry combat ability, morale of armies, discipline, because, I mean, berserkers, dude. Let's have super duper freaking good infantry. Core creation costs aggressive expansion mainly because they're really good. Missionary strength because we're going to need it. Morale of navies, privateering efficiency because, well, I mean, we're the Vikings, so strong navies make a lot of sense. Really good at piracy seems pretty good. Also, goods produced. I think people underestimate how in the 800s or so, Scandinavia actually had a pretty strong economy, I think. So, this makes a little bit of sense to me. There we go. Also, for our leader, we're going to have a 666 to start off because it's actually pretty cheap in terms of points to have a really good leader. We have a silver tongue, which allows for better improving of relations to get allies early on. We are malevolent, which is just a way of getting 2 more points back, and just doesn't matter because Liberty Desire doesn't exist. And also strict, because more discipline. So I like to think a really Machiavellian-type character, you know, malevolent and strict, but really good at persuading you not to kill them. Now let's choose our appearance. I'm going to choose something like this. It's not actually the most handsome of flags, but it kind of reminds me of the skull and crossbones, but with the Odin symbol here anyway. So, alright, cool. This is going to be our nation. pretty darn strong. We are going to be led by Captain Rorik the First Crab. Captain Crabs? Oh, okay. That should be fun. Really good ideas across the board. 61 starting development, which is not a lot. And 5 territories, which give us access to Ireland and also a lot of the neighboring sea tiles for raiding, and hopefully have weakened Denmark sufficiently. Okay, let's go ahead and start up a new game. This will be in Iron Man so that we can get some achievements. Of course, that's the entire point. And here we go. Okay, here we are at the beginning of our game in our little Viking paradise. A timeline where, for some reason, I guess, I don't know, the Norse were never fully subjugated and destroyed. Okay, so we have a couple of national decisions we can pick. We can do the Norse Rituals for more missionary strength and the Vision Quest for some extra yearly prestige, the cost of stability. That's probably okay. We can choose a deity. Now, there are a few to choose from, and they're all pretty good. Odin has core creation cost reduction, which I like a lot. Freya for the taxes and manpower, pretty good. Tor for land leader's shock and some defense. That can be very, very strong at the beginning of the game. National Sailors and Discipline from Tyre or Tyr, however you want to say it. Njord for efficiency and goods produced, and Snotra for construction cost and tech cost reduction. All of this is super duper solid. My question is, do we want to go for core cost reduction, or do we want to go for something more combat focused to win against the inevitable early war against Denmark? That is a tough choice. The land leader's shock and fort defense actually would be very good at the beginning of the game because I think we're going to need it. I'm almost positive that Denmark is going to be declaring on us pretty early on, so let's go ahead and do that. For our starting rivals, we have, extra rivals here. Usually only have 3. Denmark, the Livonian Order, the Teutons, and Pomerania. Well, Denmark is currently hated by Hungary and Novgorod. Novgorod I'm never going to ally because they almost certainly are going to die against Muscovy early on, so let's not risk that. Pomerania is rivaled by Brandenburg and the Livonians, and the Teutons by Brandenburg and Poland. So it sounds to me like what I should do is, 1, rival Denmark, absolutely, and then rival the Teutons and rival Pomerania, with the hope that I can get Brandenburg to become my friend. So we're going to go ahead and start improving relations with them pretty quickly, I think. Maybe we can get Poland as well. I don't know. That also sounds pretty nice. Let's turn off our forts because we shouldn't need these right now. I'm going to take our navies to go on some raiding runs and get some early cash. We'll start sending our troops over to Ireland because I do think we're going to declare war on them pretty quick. Let's see if we can get a claim on... Kildare? I don't know. There's not a lot of point in fabricating a claim right now unless we know... Until we know exactly how the alliance networks are going to work out. So instead, let's pick up a friend. Who can we ally? We could ally Mecklenburg. We could ally Lübeck. Lübeck and Mecklenburg hate each other, so they probably won't be friends for very long. I think I'd rather pick up Mecklenburg here. Lübeck's pretty decent, though. They usually end up having a lot of naval power as well. Let's see. Our early allies are going to be really, really important. So I wish we could sort by neighbors. That would be convenient. Let's take a quick look and just see who is stronger at the moment. So Lübeck has 5,000 troops. Mecklenburg has 5,000 troops as well. In terms of navies, which is actually very relevant when you're going to be fighting against Denmark, Lübeck has 12 right now, 12 ships. Mecklenburg is going to have probably less than that. Oh, they actually also have 12, so they're very equivalent right now. Okay, if that's the case, then I guess I would have to choose Mecklenburg because they're neighboring Pomerania and could be very useful in a war against them to take some more territory and more coastline of northern Germany. So let's do that for now. Go to speed 5, of course. There we go. We want to swap over to a military focus so we can go for military tech a little bit earlier. Let's see, Danish, Irish culture, not worried about any of that right now. We're not really making a lot of money. We're going to fix that in a moment, though. We're going to go over here to Sweden and start by raiding the coastlines. Hey, look, 39 ducats, and we kidnapped 217 sailors. Yup, it's pretty good. Can we actually reach this far? I don't think so. Let's just check. No. So I think the rule for a Pirate Republic is you have to be within 3 tiles of a port. So 1, 2, 3, and that's why. But we can go over here and upset the Livonians and the Teutons and take all of their money, too. That sounds like fun. It's actually a very compelling reason to not have all of our starting territory in one area as a Pirate Republic. Spread out, gives you more sea tiles that you can raid, means lots and lots of money. And that is not an inconsequential amount of money at the beginning of the game. Really is not. We can actually merc up pretty heavily if we want to at the beginning, but we're not going to right now. Let's go ahead and build up halberd infantry and some cavalry over here, right? So we can have more troops ready to go against the Irish. Tyrone is allied to Leinster. Okay. Kildare has an ally. Offaly has an ally. Not too many, though. I guess we'll go ahead and start fabricating against Tyrone. Ulster, allied to too many people. They allied Scotland. Sometimes Ulster is going to war with Scotland at the beginning of the game. But in this case, it does not appear that that is going to happen. That's fine, though. All right, let's go ahead and do some more raiding. 45 ducats from me. Thank you. This upsets all of them. Like, they hate me. They hate me for raiding their coasts. For every port that you raid, you lose like 25 opinion. So it's rough. But I already hate these people. So who cares? I can't raid here, unfortunately, because I'm allied to Mecklenburg. But if we go up over here, for example, we can continue raiding against Denmark and Sweden. Now, of course, Sweden's not particularly thrilled with me, and they're also loyal, I think, to... Well, they're not loyal. Oh, interesting. We actually could possibly have supported the independence of Sweden, but I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to go over here instead. Growth of cities attracts serfs. Ugh, all right. Right at the beginning. Sure, more base tax in my capital. That's fine. We're going to raid here, get 30 more ducats. Good lord, this is so strong. We can select a naval doctrine already. Oh, chance to capturing enemy ships does sound like a lot of fun, doesn't it? That sounds very, very piratey. However, I don't think it's the better choice. Ship trade power gets money. Galley combat ability could make a very big difference early on against Denmark. So we're going to go for this. Free oarsmen. All right, let's see if that ends up working for me. Yeah, so go up over here. Let's continue with some more raiding. Boop, thank you. We're going to go over here, too, and we're going to raid some more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, maybe we can't. No, I don't think that we can. Oh, we can. Wait, why can't we do it here? Oh, because this is actually attached to the sea tile as well. So 1, 2, 3. That's as far as we can get, though. That's all the raiding we can do on this area in the Baltics. We could go raiding around England if we wanted to. But instead, we're going to just go ahead and protect some trade in Lubeck and try to make a bit of extra money. How are we looking in terms of trade right now? We are helping to siphon some more money into Lubeck. I think what we want to do is collect trade here instead. And this only can go one way, so let's go ahead and pull the merchants away from the Baltic Sea. Try to collect a little bit of extra cash that away. How have I spent so much money? Previous monthly balance is 151. Oh, right, we spent all of our money on the naval thing. Right, never mind, that's fine. Okay, I was a little worried we had somehow screwed that up, but we didn't. We're fine, we're fine. So, Brandenburg, you have a lot of allies. You're probably not going to be willing to ally me anymore. Nope. That is a big fat nope. Okay, Poland, you have only 2 allies. We could possibly make friends with you. I need at least one big friend. Somebody who can help me against, let's say, Sweden and stuff. Right? I think that's going to be very important eventually. Probably? I don't know. I'm very concerned, like almost immediately, as soon as Denmark has the opportunity and they deal with their internal troubles, they are going to attack me. That's a guaranteed thing. I promise that will happen. Lubeck has noble rebels. Really? In your Merchant Republic? Okay, that's hilarious. If you end up losing your Merchant Republic status, I'm going to laugh. A lot. All right. We do need to get ourselves a general. Now, one fun thing about playing as a Pirate Republic, you cannot make your leader into a general. Instead, they always are an admiral, and a free admiral at that, which is pretty funny. So that's going to be helpful. Let's go ahead and put that admiral in charge. We do need to hire ourselves a general, though, and that's going to cost me some valuable military points, but let's do it anyway. Pretty darn good shock value at the beginning of the game, though. Oh, yeah, please. That's excellent. Very good starting general. It's not exactly like, 3 stars, but I think it's pretty good. Hey, look, Danish pretender rebels trying to siege down the capital. Go, guys, I'm rooting for you. Keep punishing the Danish. Honestly, though, as soon as Denmark has an opportunity, they are going to attack me. Tyrone picked up some extra allies. Ugh. Okay, maybe we don't want to be doing this against Tyrone. What I want to do then is go for a claim against Offaly. This is always the risk you take when you're trying to figure out where to fabricate claims in Ireland. We want to start off easy and weaken some people at the beginning of the game. And then later we'll use the alliance networks against them. But to start, I need some easy fights. Some easy wars, easy pickings. That would be preferable. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some extra cavalry. Now, I'm not making any friends over here, so I don't mind doing some more raiding. 1, 2, 3. Let's go up this away and start peeving off Scotland and England and everybody else. Raid! 15 ducats. That was not a lot. Let's go over here. Does this cause devastation on the coasts, by the way? Curious. Sure as heck looks to me like their loot bar gets drained completely. Oh, it's beautiful, actually. We're literally just sucking away all their money. Oh, I got nothing there. They've got 10 devastation as a result. Local development cost, goods produced goes down, manpower goes down. Oh, that is brutal. Dude, we can abuse the crap out of this. Really messing people up. All right, well, let's go over here and do some more raiding. And let's continue going around the coast of Ireland and weaken everybody by raiding them. This is actually kind of fun. Can't reach that far, apparently. Okay, well, we can go over here, though, right? Yep. Let's go ahead and do this. I think we can get to the channel, and that's probably the last sea tile that we are able to raid at this stage of the game, which is fine. We have 12 units now. How much is my force limit? 13? We could probably just go ahead and train up to that. Let's just go ahead and have our maximum number of troops. And if Denmark attacks and we need to, we can probably manage... Denmark did just get a claim against me. We can probably manage to transport people across and then get some mercs as much as we need to, right? Actually, as long as we can have naval dominance over here, we can prevent them from ever crossing and getting my capital, which means that I will always have the advantage. All right, let's get a little bit more opinion here. Let's pull off of Poland and see if we can find some more allies before I declare any wars, because I want to have some defensive network. Who else can we ally? We can ally Lüneburg. Dithmarschen's pretty good. Yes, let's ally with Dithmarschen at the beginning of the game. Okay, and who else? I want to have at least one more. Verden? Sure, Verden would be fine, and as long as we're allied with Dithmarschen defending against Denmark, they can use a straight crossing to assist. So we'll go ahead and ally with Verden as well, and that should be fine. Okay, so now let's get back to improving relations with Poland. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, you also have too many diplomatic relations now. So it looks like we're not getting any big friends here. That is a huge problem. We could try to ally with Novgorod because they hate Denmark. They would be useful against Sweden. They don't much care for that idea because they're pretty far away. Livonian Order's my rival, so that's not going to be an option. Ooh, we're in a really bad spot with that. No good allies at the beginning of the game. We could continue improving with Brandenburg and then hope at some point that this works out. That may be my only option. Build with the force limit. Sure, extra morale of armies at the beginning of the game, and land maintenance modifier to save me a little bit of cash. Alphaly still has not picked up any additional alliances. Good. Hopefully we can win this war very quickly. Hopefully. Before the Danish do attack, I want to have a chance to bring them back. We could build a fort. I already have a fort in my capital, though, so that's not helpful. Yeah, no, we want to be building things that get me... Really? 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 You decided not to get the personal union with Lithuania? Dude. To me, that doesn't make any sense, but okay. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? I don't remember. As long as we can have the naval dominance in this area, we'll be in a pretty good position, I think, to seriously screw over the Danish. As long as they can't cross to my capital, I have all the allies on this side. We'll siege down all their territory, and we'll have the ticking war score. It really depends on if we can get the naval dominance right off the bat. We'll go ahead and dock up, I guess, unless we want to... I could hunt down pirates, but I'm not going to hunt down myself. So no, we're not going to do that. All right. One other idea group that we could have picked up, actually, a national idea, would have been extra blockading efficiency. That would have been pretty nice. Holstein has decided to fabricate a claim against Kolding. That's fun. We're a little bit late on this claim. In some of my test runs, I was able to go to war pretty darn early with people like Tyrone or Leinster or Kildare, but that didn't happen. Ulster has a shocking number of allies. Yeah, Ireland is going to be a little bit tougher to crack, but we'll be all right. Should be all right. Sweden got a claim against me. Okay. Yeah, that's great. We're getting a good number of reasons here. If Brandenburg just had one less ally, this would be fine. But of course, they allied Poland and Austria. That has not happened in any of my test runs. I usually have been able to get an alliance with Brandenburg at some point. We'll see what happens, though. One more month and we get a claim. Got it. All right, let's go ahead and pull back there. Fabricate claim on Offaly. And then, as soon as we have our diplomat back, we can go to war. That is probably when Denmark is going to want to attack me, but oh well, we're going to have to take that risk. Let's go to war, quickly run in here, and then we're going to run over here and try to kill Leinster before they can arrive. I think we should be able to stack wipe them at the beginning of the game. We have extremely good combat ability. There we go, that helps. All right, so can we get down here and stack wipe you? I'm going to leave behind 1 regiment, just so you can't train any more troops. Makes it easy. And then crush. Okay, got that. And then we're going to go ahead and... waiting for this to start. There we go. Pull off 4 infantry there. Do you have... you have a level 3... no, you don't. You have a level 1 for it. Okay. We need to get a couple more infantry like so and send you guys over here. Okay. There we go. All right, we got that. So they're set. As long as no one declares on me, I think we're fine. We can actually afford to reduce our army maintenance a bit, and it's not going to hurt us while we win these sieges. Let's go ahead and start transporting these ships back home. Let's go to Finn, where it's nice and safe. Danish pretender rebels are still going strong. As long as those are existing, I don't think Denmark's going to do much of anything against me. I hope. I really hope. 33 reasons. Yeah, but we need 50. That's the problem. I don't think we can get 50. Is there anyone else we would like to be friends with instead? Let's think about that. Scotland? I don't think so. And we kind of just upset them by raiding the crud out of them. We want to have some inland allies. France would be ideal, but we're way too weak for that. Saxony? No, too many allies. Brunswick? Maybe. Maybe that could work, but you're rivaled with a few people that I don't care about. This could be a thing. Brunswick's not extremely strong, but at least having some early defensive alliances that I can just ignore later is good. Riga, probably not going to be very helpful to me. Pskov, already at war with Novgorod, who is dying to Muscovy. Guess we kind of saw that one coming. Silesia, nope. Mazovia, nope. Lithuania. Oh, no, Poland did pick up the personal union over them. Never mind. Okay. So that did happen. Yeah, oh man, I really wish we could have picked up one of these. Just one. What about Bohemia? Too many reasons. I think we could probably do Saxony. No, Saxony is too hard as well. Yeah, we need 52 reasons there. I think we'll have to choose somebody like Brunswick then. Alright, let's go ahead and start improving relations with them. I just need to find some more allies. The more we have at the beginning of the game, the easier it's going to be to survive, eventually, against Denmark, when you know they are going to try to kill me. We could try to go for an advisor. I don't have a lot of spare cash for that at the moment, though, so I think I'll ignore that. Let's just keep stockpiling and hoarding the gold for the moment. How are we doing in terms of getting to that tech? We will have that by 1448 next year, so in about 16, 17 months. Should be there. Making good progress on Awfully. Okay. Insult from the Livonian Order. My last visit to the Commode was vastly more enjoyable than dinner with the Sjaelland ambassador. Well, aren't you fun? You're just a peach, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Keep going, guys. Don't stop. How long until... oh, wait. We actually need to reinforce a little bit more than we currently are. Hang on. There we go. How long until this devastation thing goes away? This lasts for a very long time. The raided coasts. It takes a very, very, very long time to get that. Okay. Well, good to know. Tyrone declared war on Awfully. That doesn't matter. I'm already sieging them. Got them. Thank you. Let's go back to Pale. Did we raid? We haven't quite taken all your land. Do we want to deal with the devastation of fully... nah, I don't want to. We're going to take the land. I'm not going to bother with them. It's fine. We could have some ships over here to blockade, but I'm keeping them over by Denmark just in case. Because, again, I'm expecting at any minute we're going to get attacked. Any moment. War of the Roses from England. They went the House of Lancaster. Okay. Come on. Just siege down this thing. It shouldn't be this hard. Got it. All right. So that's all we needed. Let's go ahead and pull back somebody. Brunswick is fine. Let's go ahead and sue for peace. We are going to take your territory, and we're going to take all your money. Gives me a little bit of aggressive expansion, but nothing that we can't handle. Got it. Okay. We need to core that. Thank you. I could pay down my war exhaustion, but so far it's manageable. Ulster has rivaled somebody. All right. We can sue for peace with you and take your stuff. And you're dead. Okay. So that finishes that. So now the question is, do we think we're going to get attacked by Denmark now that they have finished sieging some stuff? Do I dare attack them? No. No. There's no way we do that, right? No. Definitely not a way that we do that. So Brunswick, they are willing to ally me now. Really, really disappointed about you. But I think we have to take it. We'll take Brunswick. Just because more friends is helpful right now. Okay, we have our alliances. We can always dismiss somebody later. That should be 4 out of 4 relationships, which means now we can go ahead and fabricate on somebody who seems isolated. Who seems isolated? You're kind of isolated. You're only allied to Uster up here. We do want to kill them. You're allied to too many people. You only have one friend. You're also allied only to Ulster. Okay. Yeah, let's fabricate on Sligo, whatever it is. Let's just go ahead and fabricate on somebody. Okay. Improve relations with Brandenburg. Yeah, we can't do any more there. Let's just go ahead and pull them back for a bit. Sweden. On the off chance we can somehow make something work, and I just don't see that happening. But let's just try to improve relations with you guys for a little bit. See what ends up happening with that. Denmark is struggling really bad because the Danish pretender rebels were able to actually stomp on them a fair bit. Oh, oops, these forts got turned back on. Didn't mean to do that. Let's prevent that from being a thing. So yeah, I think as soon as they finish sieging this all down, they'll probably attack me. But maybe they won't. I mean, I did pick up 4 allies. 4 allies at the start is not the worst thing in the world. And if I can just continue attacking and colonizing, or conquering, I guess, more of Ireland, that'll be fine with me. Now, let's see. Unfortunately, we will never be able to convert any of the Irish territory pick up, so that is always going to be an issue from an unrest perspective. We will eventually need to pick up religious ideas, or at the very least, continue down my ideas path to get the zealous missionaries for an extra 1.5%, which is extremely strong. But yeah, that's not going to happen for a little bit. I wonder... never mind. I just had a thought. Like, I was thinking of my how to do a one faith achievement run, which I won't do on the channel because that will just take way too long, but it was a thought. I wonder if you can do a custom nation. Is that actually strictly forbidden? Because if it's not, that'd be kind of fun. I want to keep the same leader because, I mean, 666 stats are extremely good. I have really no complaints about that at all. Anything else that I feel like I need to do right now before we end this video? Probably not. How we look in terms of force limit? Pretty good. We could afford to grab myself at least a couple more galleys, which is a fun idea to try and really control this area. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and build myself 3 more galleys, try to really get naval dominance here. I mean, we own a lot of the trade power here because we own the Sjaelland, which is the Sound Toll. So as long as we control the Sound Toll, we do have a fair bit of extra trade power coming in here. If we could own Holstein, or maybe Nordjylland, or Lübeck, or Stralsund, or something like that, we could really start dominating a very, very powerful trade node with legitimate means. We can, like, legitimately do trade, or we could just, you know, go pirate everybody. I mean, that's also always going to be an option. Anyways, okay, so... At least at the moment, it doesn't look to me like Denmark is going to be bringing anyone to bear against me anytime soon. So we're going to go ahead and just transport the rest of our troops back over to Ireland with the intention of continuing our conquest run and see what we can do against Denmark in the future. But, I mean, they're pretty weak. I mean, only 11,000 troops, that's not a lot for a Denmark. They may lose Sweden or Norway pretty early on, if we are lucky. We'll see if anyone else ends up agitating them and supporting their independence. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and you're looking forward to this series. It should be pretty fun for us. Vikings in 1449. Who'd have thunk? Be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy. Leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.